In just a few steps, you can enable self-service BI in a Blazor app. I have Visual Studio 2026 open. I'm going to create a new Blazor web app. Let's call it Reveal Blazor app. I'll go ahead and hit next, and we'll just include all of the defaults. I'll go ahead and hit create. First thing I'm going to do is right-click, manage NuGet packages, go to browse, and I'm going to install the Reveal NuGet packages that are required to add Reveal BI to my app. So we'll just install the Reveal ASP.NET Core package and its dependencies. I'm also going to need some sample dashboards that I've already downloaded. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it Dashboards. Reveal loads and saves by default to the Dashboards folder. Let's navigate over to my Reveal folder. We'll grab these dashboards. These are available on GitHub, and you'll find these in the notes in this video. The next thing I want to do, now that I've added my NuGet packages and I have my dashboards, is I want to go ahead and add Reveal to my application. So in the builder, I need to add controllers and add Reveal. If I was going to do any other Reveal configuration, I could go ahead and add that now, but I'm just going to add some of the required middleware. I'm going to say use routing, and before app run, I want to map controllers. At this point, the Reveal server infrastructure is implemented for me to load and edit dashboards. But this is Blazor, and I am working with the client, so I need to add a little bit of JavaScript. So let's go to www root. I'm going to add a new folder called JS. And in my JS folder, I am going to add a Reveal View.js. In my Reveal View.js, I have a few lines of code. This is instantiating the global Reveal object, and I'm going to call the load dashboard function. And what I'm going to do is pass the name of the div and the dashboard name that I want to load onto my page, and that will be the dashboard. So what dependencies does my application need? Let's drill into components. Let's go to app.razor. I'm going to add a couple lines here, and we'll go ahead and add my script files. I need jQuery, day.js, and then we'll need the infragistics.reveal.js library. Currently, we're at version 1.81, and then next we'll add that script dependency that we just added in www root. So I'll import my module, reveal view.js, reveal view.js. So now all that's left is to go to my pages, and we'll go to our home page, and I'm going to modify this to implement the dashboard render first. I'm going to get rid of this H1. I'm going to add the JavaScript runtime and the render mode. So I'm going to use interactive server, and we're going to use the IJS runtime. So my reveal view JavaScript file is available to this page. Let's go ahead and delete this, call this Hello Reveal as the name of my page. And I have my dashboards in the dashboards folder. So I've got campaigns, manufacturing, marketing, and sales. What I want to do is load those up into a select that a user can pick the dashboard that they actually want to view. So this is very simple. I've added a little bit of style with my Bootstrap theme, which of course is loaded with the Blazor template. My Copilot wants to add a div for my Reveal container. It's almost correct. The difference here is I want to be very specific about the height of my dashboard. So I'm going to tweak this a little bit based on my page, and I'm going to inject position relative for Blazor. So then the next thing is we just need to add a little bit of code that fires when we load the page and when the selected dashboard change event occurs. So let's go ahead and add that on after render async. I am hard coding the campaigns dashboard, the first one in the list. And then when the selected dashboard change event occurs on my select, I'm going to pass in the div, which is this guy here where my dashboard is going to load. I want to call load reveal view, which if we go here, this is the load reveal view function. And I'm going to pass in the selected dashboard. That is all I need to do to enable a full self-service dashboarding experience in my Blazor app with Reveal. Let's go ahead and hit run. My page loads up, my dashboard loads up. And you'll see here, I have my campaigns dashboard available to me. As I hover over, I have all of the tooltip information. Let's take a look at manufacturing. Looks beautiful. Marketing looks amazing. Sales looks great. And all of this interactivity that you'd expect. You'll notice I have some average 1.13 on my sales pipeline, some sparkline charts here, some KPIs. I have some different filters. If I go to the overflow and I jump into edit mode, let's say I want to edit new versus renewal sales. And how about we change this to new seats, and we'll change the title. Just call it new seats. And I want to know the average of my new seats. So let's add a fixed line. We can add an average, and I want to make this look a little bit different. Let's do a dotted line. I could even change the color if I'd like. Update that, check the box. I'll check this box, and there, my dashboard is updated. If I jump back over to my overflow, I can even do an export, PDF, Excel, CSV. So let's go ahead and export this to Excel. Yep, we'll just take all the defaults here. That exported pretty darn quick. And we can see I've got my filters here. If I go to my sales, I can see the data that's being exported. And the cool thing about Reveal is that when you export to Excel, we're using that mighty Infragistics Excel exporter library. So you do get charts along with your export. So it is not just a basic CSV export. So really cool. So with that, in a few simple steps, maybe a little bit more than a handful, I have a full self-service BI experience in my Blazor application.